Welcome, lovely beings, to the deep dive into the fascinating exploration of our minds. I'm super stoked about today. It's the first ever video I'm publishing. So excited, so scared, so terrified, but we have to just go for it. Let's dig into it. Have you ever felt like there was two separate beings inside of you, pulling you this direction, pulling you that direction? One trying to live in the moment, succumbing to all of life's pleasures and impulses, while the other is planning for the future and constantly worrying about the consequences and actions. Well, buckle up, because what I'm about to show you is not just a wild idea, but a scientific explanation that's going to change the way you see yourself forever. Today, we're talking about the intriguing difference between our rational and our emotional sides. It's been theorized by psychologist Jonathan Haidt in his acclaimed work, The Righteous Mind. This is what he called the elephant and the rider. But today, I'm going to share a little bit of a different analogy. It'll be the same theory, same metaphors, except it's going to be more aligned with who I am and what I believe in. As you can see by the plants in the back, I'm going to go the gardener and the garden approach. So picture our mind as a lush garden. Now within this garden, you'll find emotions, intuition, automatic processes. These all form the unconscious part of your mind. They're the plants and flowers that grow naturally, that follow nature's course. And then you have the gardener. That's the conscious mind, the home of all your thoughts and your reasons. The gardener decides what to plant, when to water, and when to trim the edges. But remember, while the gardener has influence, growth of the plants often happens independently, affected by conditions like weather or the soul's inherent fertility. The garden in this metaphor, it represents the automatic processes in our mind. These are the processes that we do not consciously control. They are rooted in evolution and developed over thousands of years and thousands of cycles to near perfection. From the time the first brains formed over 600 million years ago, they have evolved to process, stimulate, and respond quickly and efficiently to threats and opportunities. These processes function like a well-tamed garden, filled with plants that have grown and adapted to their environment, functioning almost entirely on their own. Let's take a look at that history. The first brains that appeared in creatures were there for a reason. The clumps of neurons forming these early brains conferred advantages on the organisms, enhancing their survival odds in a brutal, unforgiving world. Fast forward to almost 3 million years ago, and the earth was teeming with animals with sophisticated automatic abilities. Picture birds navigating starlight, ants waging wars and cultivating fungus, early hominids starting to make rudimentary tools. All of these automatic processes are working effectively and efficiently without the need of conscious intervention. Now, contrast this with the gardener. This figure represents what Haidt calls the rider. This is the controlled processes of our mind. This part of the mind is more recent in the evolutionary terms. It came into existence with the advent of language, with estimates suggesting that language came into play 2 million years ago, closer to 40,000 years ago, between that range. The gardener, like our controlled processes, requires effort and conscious intention. It is this aspect of the mind that allows us to plan, weigh pros and cons, and analyze past events. The gardener tends to the garden, deciding when to water the plants, where to sow the seeds, and how to protect the blooms. It's the rational and linguistic part of the brain that helps us understand why are we here, what is our place in the world, what is our purpose. Okay, here's where things get interesting. The garden doesn't always obey the gardener. Similarly, our automatic, emotion-driven processes do not always heed the instructions of our conscious or our rational mind. While the gardener can try to plan, the garden, influenced by the weather, kind to external stimulants, and its inherent nature, our automatic responses, may not always comply. Yet, our controlled and automatic systems aren't adversaries, they're partners in a delicate dance. As Shakespeare once said, there is nothing either good or bad, but thinking it makes it so. Let's say that again. There is nothing yet good or bad. It's our thinking that makes it so. It's our interpretation, our thinking. It's the work of the gardener that gives meaning and context to the automatic responses of the garden. So the dance between the garden and the gardener, or the elephant and the rider, is at the heart of our existence. Understanding it can offer us a deep insight in our behaviors and how we see the world, and ultimately how we make decisions. In conclusion, dear sentient beings, a garden left alone can become overgrown and wild, but a gardener without a garden has nothing to nurture and nothing to grow. So too with our minds. We need both the automatic processes and controlled processes, the emotional and rational, working together to achieve our true potential. Next time you find yourself reacting to a situation or trying to make a decision, think of the gardener in the garden. Are you consciously tending your mental garden, or is it blossoming on its own? How does your garden grow? Let this analogy navigate your thoughts and your emotions. Okay, that's it for today, exploring the psychological garden. Thanks for having patience with me. Thanks for watching. I hope this was fun. I hope this was good. I hope you got something out of this. Please leave us a like, subscribe to our channel. Every week we'll be releasing new content, digging deeper into mindfulness, analogies, psychology, philosophies, ancient traditions, all those type of pillars, just digging and just trying to understand ourselves on a deeper level. My goal is to continue to learn and continue to study and to just be a student of life. And this is step one in that journey. And this journey will continue on for years and years to come. And I'm super stoked about it. Thank you all. Have a great day.